Oh, okay, yeah. And California just banned, well, starting in January of 2026, they banned the sale of Glock guns.
Hmm?
Yeah.
Why? Because it ain't got no safety?
No, because you could add a switch to it and make it fully automatic. And
Hold on. So hold on. As in when they banned the sale of Glocks?
they're banning it as of January 1st, 2026.
So what if you just get caught on the street with a Glock? Is that federal now? Because
I don't know, but if you already own one, you're good. If you own one legally, you don't.
oh, so
Yeah,
it might be federal to even get caught with a Glock.
yeah, and I guess let me see. Let me pull up the this law just passed. Man, these California Assembly lawmakers, they're always writing laws against guns. I used to open carry, meaning I could just have it on my hip here in LA. I
Mm.
used to open carry, and then in 2012 they wrote a law to ban it. I was like, wow, it's just California lawmakers hate guns. It's definitely not a gun friendly state. But let me ask you this question: the NRA, which is pro guns, once they found out about this new law that passed, guess what the NRA is doing right now?
What's that?
They're trying to sue the state of California, saying you cannot ban Glocks. You cannot ban a Glock.
Soon
Yeah.
or give some pushback.
No, they're filing a lawsuit against the state of California for this ban that's going to an effect in January of 2026.
Hmm.
So here we go. This is local gun store explains impacts of Glock ban. Now here's the thing: a lot of gun store owners said, "I got about 1,000 Glocks, in my inventory. What am I supposed to do with these Glocks now?" So the law is allowing the stores to sell their current stock, but after that stock is done, no more. So, a lot of people are going to
So
start.
it might be a sell on Glocks.
Oh, yeah. Between now and December 31st, and probably into the beginning of January and February, because I'm sure some of these stores are going to be like, I ain't going to be able to sell all my Glocks in the next
Right.
couple of months.
Right.
So it says one of the most popular pistol brands in the world will be much harder to purchase for California gun owners starting next year. Assembly Bill 1127, signed by Governor Gavin Newsome on October 10th, will ban the sale of firearms that include a cruciform trigger bar. It is a component with the trigger mechanism in Glock handguns. And of course, because of that component, you could add another component and make it fully automatic.
Right.
So
Modify that thing.
yeah. So according to the bill, licensed firearm dealers will not be able to sell any handguns that uses these components after July 1st of 2026. Okay, so they're going to give 6 months for gun owners to sell their inventory. The law goes into effect January 1st, but gun owners got to stop selling these guns by July 1st. Legislators argue guns that use this cruciform trigger bar can easily be illegally modified to turn it into a fully automatic firearm, in which multiple rounds can be fired with a single pull of the trigger. Golden State Armory, a gun store in Thousand Palms, said sales of Glocks will still be possible between people who already own them. But for stores like Golden State Armory, new sales will be blocked by the law. So private sellers can still sell their Glocks, but stores with huge stocks can't do it anymore. So yeah, man, this is
Ooh.
this is gonna be crazy,
That's
and this actually impacts legal gun owners more than anything. It's people on the streets are still gonna do what they do, you know.
nah, but it's bad for the people on the streets because if you get caught with it, it ain't a regular gun case no more. That's gonna be federal at this point.
Yeah, probably. I mean, it can go federal without this law, but yeah, California, probably a lot of DAs in California are gonna DA reject their gun cases and turn them over to the feds. So you think that this state law that's gonna ban Glocks in California could lead to a lot of people getting federally charged now?
Right.
Yeah, I guess that remains to be seen. But the Glock is like a very popular,
Brand.
yeah, and I was a little disappointed. So the NRA definitely is not happy to hear that. And I'm not an NRA supporter, but I do support gun rights. And the NRA is the biggest organization that fights for gun rights. So let's see what the NRA is trying to do right now, because they're not happy with Gavin Newsome. And I'm not happy with Gavin Newsome either. Like, you really signed, like, you're banning these weapons because, I won't be able to buy Glocks anymore ever again in California. So I'm thinking of, like, trying to buy as many as I can before January 1st.
Right. I believe they might be on sale, or they might cost more because it's limited. You know what I'm saying? So the price might be going up. But if they got a large inventory, I can imagine they're going to have it for the low, trying to get rid of it.
Now, whenever these things happen, the lines get long. So I would think that the prices are going to go up, man.
Think so?
Yeah.
But you got this large inventory, though.
Because you got a lot of gun lovers. You got people, you know how many millions of people are thinking like me? Like, damn, I want to go buy 10 Glocks right now between now and January. I mean, I'm not going to be able to buy 10, but, there's people out there that's going to be like, you know what, they're going to walk into a store and be like, how many Glocks you got right here? Oh, we got 20 in the back. I want all 20 of those. I want all 20 of those. So check this out. NRA files lawsuit challenging California's Glock ban. And I don't know how successful this is going to be, because I do think that some of these gun laws violate the Second Amendment. Like, what would James Madison think about this gun law right now?
So these California officers gonna be able to possess them still?
Oh yeah, I didn't read the whole article, but the it's exempt for police officers. So yeah, they could possess them. But good old law-abiding citizens like me will not be able to purchase a Glock, which is definitely a disappointment. But and because of this, maybe some other states might try to copycat California.
They trying to put stipulations on people's constitutional right to bear arms.
Yeah.
Crazy.
And, we've been hearing so much in the last couple of years of people using switches, People.
Man, they didn't, let me see, what's the word? They didn't glorize this so much in music, so everybody want to run around with a switch, I guess.
Yeah. And now, because of these types of, I don't know what type of gun that Malcolm Gus had. And I couldn't find in any article they identify it. They're just saying he had a machine gun. That's so generic to say machine gun.
Hey man, look,
he might have had a Glock with a switch.
These officers are professionals. They deal with firearms every day, and oh boy wanted to know what the F was that. And he kept asking it over and over and over again.
But he was young though. He's only been on the police department for 2 years. So,
he said, "What the fuck was that?"
I'm sure the captain was breaking it down. What exactly happened to you, young man? I'm gonna tell you exactly what happened to you, young man. But NRA sues California over alleged Glock ban. Gun rights organizations claim the ban violates the Second Amendment. The NRA Association has filed a lawsuit against California over the state's ban on Glock-style pistols. The law, one of several signed by Gavin Newsome last week, targets handguns that can be converted into automatic weapons. The National Rifle Association Institute for Legislative Action said AB 1127 is an attempt to further villainize certain categories of firearms and advance California's gun ban agenda. And I'm going to agree with that, and you get the tone of the article.
Man, hey, this is interesting though, man. We're gonna see how this go. Hopefully, the NRA is successful in they lawsuit or whatever, trying to push back. They trying to put forward or whatever.
Yeah, man. I don't know how successful you can be against suing a state. Because you know what I realize is that whenever you say officer safety is of the topmost concern, whatever's required for officer safety, they're going to push that. And if all of the police departments support this ban, all the cops support this ban because they don't want to be behind the car of a dude like Malcolm Gus that can air them out. But my thing is this law is not going to stop a Malcolm Gus from doing what he did. It's not going to stop anybody from doing what they want to do. It's going to prevent people like me from being able to go buy a Glock. I don't want to own an illegal gun, or I don't want to have to buy an illegal gun. My gun will be legal if I buy it before the 1st, but I don't think it stops criminals, thugs from people doing what they want to do.
Hey, well, I feel they shouldn't try to put a ban on Glocks. I think they should tighten up on who they let possess weapons, do psych reviews and stuff, because a lot of these people that be having guns, they're not in their right mind. And then that's how you get these mass shootings and things like that. And then after the mass shooting, when you talk to the family, they say this person was off his rocker. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So maybe they need to do more, having thicker layers on how to, you know what I'm saying?
Like the dude in New Mexico?
New Mexico, what? Jog my memory.
The one who shot Officer Ontiveros in the neck because he didn't want to give him his driver's license.
Oh, yeah. He bust out the window. He, instead of sticking his license out, he stuck the burner out.
Hey, when I watched that again, like multiple times. It was the other cop that came to back up Officer Ontiveros that said, I'm breaking the window. And if you listen closely, Officer Ontiveros tells the other cop, stop, let's wait for Sarge. And the other cop was like, no, I'm not waiting. And he busts out the window only for Ontiveros to get killed.
So, are you going to provide your information?
What are we doing?
I have provided my information.
Hand me your driver's
I
license.
am not going to hand you a driver's license so you can do that name run routine in an attempt to set me up with somebody else's warrant. That is exactly what you do. They take the name. They run just the name.
Nope.
Then they look for any name like it that has a warrant that's even similar to the name. David Reader versus the state of Pennsylvania, that's what they proved. They caught him on camera doing it. They ran just the name in an attempt to get away. I believe this is high-strength plexiglass because it's a four-wheel drive vehicle. It probably will break eventually. I don't understand your problems. I'm the one within the law.
Because
If you want to break the law on me, I will treat you like the criminal thug that you are.
so you're going to open it.
I am not going to open my window. I'm doing what the law says. You might want to
You
get
have
your
to provide
sergeant
your
out here.
information.
I am providing my information. I'm sorry you're having such a problem here, officer, but that is the letter of the law, provided and exhibited. That's an ordinance violation, not a crime.
No, it is a crime. Your headlight is a crime. That's the reason why I'm trying to make contact.
You know, Ontiveros didn't want to break the window. The dude that got killed, the cop that got killed, was trying to stop the other cop from breaking the window.
So, I don't know. We ain't been to the academy, but I wonder what is protocol. What, you know what I'm saying? Was that outside of, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't know. And I noticed a lot of people in the comments on my video, they were like, those cops were doing too much. But when I read the comments on the cop channel where that was posted, they were all for the cop and against the dude. So it just shows you different audience, you get different reactions and responses.
I think they went about that wrong.
They definitely went about it wrong because it's not worth, over a driver's license. I mean, I think the driver, the 58-year-old man, should have probably turned over his ID, but you shouldn't get your window busted out.
Am I getting it wrong? He slid it out a crack, or did he just push it to the window?
He just put it to the window.
Okay.
And he kept telling him this was legal. This was legal. He said, I could present it.
Right.
Or something along those lines. All right, man. Let's